My child, in this age and in this culture, many hearts run after peace. People chase it as if it is the most valuable treasure. They spend time, money, strength, and sleepless nights trying to feel calm inside. And I tell you tonight, the desire for peace is not wrong. It is a sign that your soul remembers what it was made for. It was made for me. It was made for rest. It was made for love that does not shake when the world shakes. My child, there are days when peace feels like a distant shore. You can see it, but you cannot reach it. You try to swim harder. You try to think your way into calm. You try to fix tomorrow by working late in your mind. You replay conversations. You rehearse problems. You carry every responsibility as if everything depends on you, and you grow tired. And then you wonder why your chest feels tight, why your thoughts run fast, why your body cannot fully settle. And I am gentle with you, because I understand how you learn to survive. I understand why you learn to stay alert. But tonight I am teaching you a different way. I am teaching you how to receive. My child, listen to my wisdom. It is simple, but it is deep. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. These words are not heavy chains. They are living guidance. They are a pathway. They are the voice of heaven speaking kindly to the human heart. And when you seek peace, you are not seeking a product. You are seeking a person. You are seeking me. Because I am the Prince of Peace, and my kingdom is a kingdom of peace. And I do not sell what I give. I do not trade what I offer. I do not measure it with scarcity. I give peace freely to any child who asks, to any heart that comes close, to any weary soul that whispers, I need you. My child, you did not come here by accident. You are here because my spirit has been drawing you, even if you did not notice it, even if you thought it was only a habit, even if you thought it was only a routine. Still I was guiding you, because I know what you carry, and I know what you need, and I know that true peace cannot be bought, and it cannot be taught by the most trained minds in the world, and it cannot be handed over by human hands, because the peace you long for is not a human invention. It is a heaven-born gift. It is a peace that passes human understanding. It is a peace that settles deeper than the mind. It reaches the heart. It touches the body. It quiets the spirit. My child, there is very little you need to do tonight. You do not need to strive. You do not need to bargain. You do not need to prove yourself. You do not need to be strong. You only need to receive. You only need to let my love come near. You only need to allow my peace to saturate you, like gentle rain soaking dry ground, like warm light filling a dark room. And as you fall asleep, I will be working in you, without noise, without pressure, without fear. I will be doing what love does. Restoring, renewing, comforting. My child, now prepare your body, mind, and soul for peaceful sleep. Make whatever adjustments you need. Move your pillow, settle your shoulders, let your arms rest, let your hands loosen, let your legs lie heavy. You are safe in this moment. You are not late. You are not failing. You are not behind. You are simply human, and you are loved. And now I invite you to breathe deeply and slowly into the lowest part of your lungs, in and out, in and out. Do not rush, do not force, just breathe. And as you breathe, let your lungs release the stale air of the day. Let your body release the stored tension. Let the burdens begin to loosen their grip. My child, if your mind tries to return to the day, do not fight your mind. Do not panic. Just bring it back gently, like guiding a child by the hand. Bring it back to this breath, and to my voice. And if you had a productive day, I am proud of you. And if you feel you still have things to do, I am still proud of you, because your worth is not measured by what you finished. Your worth is not measured by what you achieved. Your worth is not measured by the approval of people. You are fervently loved by your Father in heaven, and I am telling you now, this is the time to rest. Just be still in my presence. My child, bring awareness to your body and begin to release tension. Start with your toes. Let them soften. Let your feet become heavy. Let your ankles relax. Let your calves loosen. Let your knees rest. Let your thighs release their tightness. In and out, and feel yourself letting go of what you have been holding, not only in your muscles, but in your heart. Relax your hips, relax your stomach, relax your lower back, relax your upper back, relax your shoulders. And if you notice you are holding your breath, return to slow breathing again, because peace often begins with permission to exhale. My child, let your arms grow warm and heavy. Let your hands open. Let your fingers soften. Let your neck release strain. And now loosen your cheeks. Loosen your jaw. Loosen your brows. Loosen your forehead. Let your eyes rest. Softly close them. And remember this truth. No matter what your body has been doing all day, now is the time it can fully rest. Because you are not alone. And you do not have to stay on guard in my presence. I am watching over you carefully. I am near. I am attentive. I do not sleep. I do not forget you. My child, as you lie here, surrender all your cares to me. Cast your worries. Cast your anxieties. Cast your concerns, once and for all, on me, because I care about you with deepest affection, and I watch over you with faithful attention, and I want you to understand something tender. Your mind may have learned to carry worry as if it is responsibility, but worry is not love, and fear is not wisdom, and overthinking is not protection. It is a heavy coat you were never meant to wear to bed. So lay it down again, every time it returns. Lay it down and return to my voice. My child, some people chase peace through noise, through entertainment, through endless scrolling, through constant distraction, because silence feels uncomfortable. Silence makes them face what hurts. Silence makes them feel what they have been avoiding. But I am teaching you that silence can be holy. Silence can be healing. Silence can be a doorway to my presence. And in this quiet, you are not empty. You are being filled. You are not losing control. You are learning trust. You are not falling apart. You are being gathered. Gently, steadily, lovingly. My child, now let me cover you in prayer. Gracious Father, I bring this child to you tonight. They are of infinite value to you. You spared no expense to free them. You did not hold back love. You opened a way for them to come near and to live in friendship with you. And Father, as they experience your peace while they fall asleep, let it drench their whole being. Let it touch mind. Let it touch body. Let it touch soul. Let it touch spirit. Let no part of them miss your incomprehensible peace. The peace the world runs after until it collapses. The peace you offer freely, without bargaining, without striving, without payment, because you are generous, because you are kind, because you are love. My child, as you rest tonight, let this peace remain. Let it settle like a calm sea after a storm. Let it soften sharp thoughts. Let it quiet fear. Let it steady the heart, and let it become a river flowing outward to others who need serenity, to family, to friends, to strangers, to the tired and the anxious. Let your peace overflow through this child in quiet ways, in gentle words, in patient choices, in calm decisions. Because peace is not only something you feel, it is something you carry. It is something you become when you walk with me. My child, take a few more gentle breaths, slow and easy. Enjoy this moment. You are not only pausing from busyness, you are opening your heart to the Holy Spirit. You are allowing my love to come close. And in this quiet moment, I am near, I am within you, I am around you, and I am for you. And as you breathe in and out, receive this free gift, priceless peace, and let your body learn it, let your mind accept it, let your heart believe it, because tonight I am teaching you to rest, and in the next part, I will teach you how to keep this peace, how to guard your heart, how to turn your mind toward me again and again, until peace becomes your home. My child, remain here with me. Do not hurry. Do not reach for the next thing. Do not carry tomorrow into this room. Tonight you are allowed to be small. You are allowed to be quiet. You are allowed to be held. You are allowed to receive what you could never manufacture with effort. My child, I know how your thoughts can rise like waves, one after another, even when you try to calm them, and I do not blame you. Your mind has been trained by pressure, by deadlines, by survival, by the need to stay ready, but I am retraining you with love. I am teaching you that peace is not earned by constant vigilance. Peace is received by trust, and trust grows when you stay close to me. My child, breathe again, slow, gentle, deep, into the lowest part of your lungs, and then release it, long and easy. Let the exhale be a surrender, as if you are placing a weight down onto the floor, and you are letting your shoulders follow the weight down, and you are letting your jaw loosen, and you are letting your tongue rest, and you are letting your eyes become soft behind closed lids. My child, if a worry comes back, do not fight it, do not chase it, do not try to solve it, simply notice it, and then place it into my hands, again and again. You are not failing when the thought returns. You are practicing trust. You are learning a new habit, and every gentle return to me is a step toward freedom. My child, I am not speaking to you with harshness. I am not speaking to you with disappointment. I am not counting your mistakes tonight. I am not measuring you by your performance. I am speaking to you with the tone of heaven, calm, warm, steady, because love has a voice, and my love is speaking over you now. My child, let me remind you of your value, not the value the world assigns, not the value that rises and falls with attention, not the value that changes with money, not the value that depends on success, but the value that was spoken over you before you ever proved anything. You are my beloved. You are worth my nearness. You are worth my patience. You are worth my care, and I do not hesitate to come close. My child, many people think they must become strong before they rest. They think they must fix themselves before they come near. They think they must clean their hearts before they pray. But I tell you, rest is where strength begins. My presence is where healing begins. And my love is what cleans what you could not clean on your own. My child, I see the places in you that grew tired from being misunderstood. I see the places that became guarded because you were hurt. I see the places that became anxious because you were left to figure everything out alone. And I am not ashamed of those places. I am not afraid of those places. I come to those places like a gentle physician, not rushing, not forcing, not harming, only healing. My child, as you lie here, feel the bed supporting you. Let your body remember support. Let your bones settle. Let your muscles soften. Let the small tight places release. The places you barely notice during the day. The space between your eyebrows. The tension behind your eyes. The tightness at the base of your skull. The grip in your throat. Let it open. Let it soften. Let it become calm. My child, your breath is a gift, and tonight I use it like a doorway. Every inhale is a quiet receiving. Every exhale is a quiet letting go. Inhale my calm. Exhale your burden. Inhale my love. Exhale your fear. Inhale my presence. Exhale your need to control. Do it slowly, and let the rhythm teach your mind that you are safe. My child, I want you to notice something. When you stop striving for a moment, when you stop defending yourself for a moment, when you stop explaining yourself to invisible critics for a moment, there is space inside you, and in that space, I speak, not with loud words, but with peace, not with pressure, but with tenderness, not with demands, but with assurance. My child, sometimes you expect my voice to sound like thunder, but often I come like a quiet river, steady, consistent, nourishing, and the river does not need to shout to be strong. It simply keeps flowing, and it changes the land by faithfulness, not by noise, and that is how I work in you. My child, let the quiet remain quiet. You do not need music to fill every corner. You do not need your phone to keep you company. You do not need another task to feel worthy. You can simply be, because you are with me, and my presence is enough. My child, when you hear the phrase peace that passes understanding, I want you to feel what it means. It means peace that is deeper than explanation, peace that stays when the mind cannot find a reason, peace that holds you when you cannot hold yourself, peace that does not depend on the weather of your emotions, peace that does not collapse when life surprises you. My child, I know you have tried many ways to feel peace. You have tried being busy. You have tried being perfect. You have tried being liked. You have tried being needed. You have tried being strong. You have tried ignoring pain. You have tried numbing. You have tried escaping into entertainment, and for a moment you felt relief. But then the weight returned, because relief is not the same as peace. My child, relief is when pressure pauses. Peace is when the heart is anchored. Relief is temporary. Peace is rooted. Relief depends on what happens around you. Peace depends on who holds you. And tonight I am teaching you to be held. My child, let me speak to your heart like a friend by a fire. Imagine a simple room, warm light, gentle quiet, a place where you do not have to pretend, a place where your soul can unbutton the tight coat of the day, a place where your breathing can deepen naturally, and you can feel safe enough to be honest. That is what my presence is like. My child, some nights you fear that if you stop thinking, something will go wrong. You fear that if you rest, you will lose control. You fear that if you sleep, you will wake up to a problem you did not prevent. But I tell you, you are not the one who keeps the universe together. You are not the one who sustains your life by anxious effort. I am the keeper. I am the shepherd. I watch while you sleep, and my care does not take breaks. My child, I know the pain of carrying everything, and I also know the freedom of laying it down, and I invite you into that freedom now. Lay down the need to be right. Lay down the need to be approved. Lay down the need to predict every outcome. Lay down the need to protect yourself by rehearsing worst cases. Lay it down, and let your mind become quiet like a lake at night. My child, listen. I am not asking you to deny reality. I am not asking you to ignore your responsibilities. I am not asking you to pretend you are not tired. I am asking you to put everything in its proper place, and the proper place for your burden is in my hands, because my hands are strong, and my heart is gentle. My child, I am covering you in prayer again, because prayer is not a ritual to impress me. It is a soft opening of the heart. It is a surrender of the grip. It is a way of saying, I belong to you, and I trust you, even if I do not understand everything. My child, gracious Father, I bring this beloved one to you. You know them fully. You see the whole story, the chapters they show the world, and the chapters they keep hidden. You see the tears they swallowed. You see the words they never spoke. You see the battles they fought quietly, and you call them precious, not because they were flawless, but because they are yours. My child, Father, let your peace rest on them like a gentle blanket, not heavy, not suffocating, but warm and protective. Let your peace reach the mind where thoughts race. Let your peace reach the heart where feelings ache. Let your peace reach the body where tension stores itself. Let your peace reach the spirit where hope sometimes feels thin. Let your peace rebuild them from the inside out. My child, Father, let no part of them miss your peace. Let it drench their mind. Let it soak through the corners of their memory. Let it touch old wounds without reopening them. Let it heal what they could not heal. Let it strengthen what has been fragile. Let it calm what has been restless. Let it steady what has been shaking. My child, I want you to hear this carefully. You are not a burden to God. You are not too much. You are not annoying. You are not inconvenient. You are welcomed. You are wanted. You are received. And the peace I give is not a tiny portion. It is not a limited supply. It is a river. It is an ocean. It is more than enough. My child, when you were young, you may have learned that love must be earned. You may have learned that affection comes when you perform. You may have learned that rest is given only after you finish everything. But in my kingdom, rest is given so you can live. Love is given so you can heal. Peace is given so you can breathe again. My child, I know you have lived through days when you could not predict what would happen next, and your body learned to stay ready, and your mind learned to scan for danger, and now even in a safe room, your nervous system still acts as if something is coming, and I am patient, because healing is a process, and tonight is one quiet step. My child, if you feel a heaviness in your chest, do not be afraid. Breathe into it slowly, and let my calm enter that place. If you feel a tightness in your throat, do not be ashamed. Soften it with an exhale, and let my love comfort that place. If you feel a sadness behind your eyes, let it be there. I do not reject your tears. I receive them, and I hold you with compassion. My child, you do not have to explain everything to me. You do not have to use perfect words. You do not have to arrange your thoughts. You can simply be present, and I will meet you, because I know the language of the heart, and I understand what you cannot say. My child, I am near in the quiet. I am near in the pause between breaths. I am near when your thoughts become fewer. I am near when your body begins to sink into rest. I am near when you feel warmth in your chest. I am near when your hands loosen. I am near when your shoulders drop. This nearness is not imagination. It is a gift. It is my spirit comforting you. My child, let the quiet become sacred, not empty, sacred. A space where love can settle. A space where truth can sink deeper than the mind. A space where you do not need to do anything. A space where you can receive what is offered freely. My child, many people search for peace as if it is hidden behind a locked door. They think they must find the correct key, the correct method, the correct routine. But I tell you, the door is open, peace is offered, and the key is trust. Trust that turns toward me. Trust that stays with me. Trust that receives. My child, take another gentle breath. Let it be slower than the one before. Let it be softer than the one before. And as you exhale, imagine placing your whole day into my hands. The conversations, the tasks, the disappointments, the small victories, the mistakes, the unfinished work. Place it all into my hands, and let my hands hold it. My child, you may feel a temptation to review the day again, to judge yourself again, to correct yourself again. But tonight I am giving you permission to stop. You did the best you could with what you knew and what you had. And grace will meet you tomorrow, and love will guide you tomorrow, and wisdom will be available tomorrow. But tonight is for rest. My child, I want to add something personal for you, because I know how modern life can steal peace in small ways, not only through big tragedies, but through constant alerts, endless messages, pressure to respond instantly, pressure to compare, pressure to stay visible, pressure to be productive every moment, and your soul was not designed for endless input. Your soul was designed for communion, for silence, for prayer, for steady love. My child, when you compare your life to others, peace drains. When you count likes as if they are love, peace drains. When you chase approval, peace drains. When you live as if every day must prove your worth, peace drains. But when you turn toward me, peace returns. Not because your life is suddenly perfect, but because your heart is anchored. My child, I am teaching you to notice what steals peace, and to gently step away from it, not with harsh rules, but with wisdom. If a habit makes your mind frantic, step back. If a conversation fills you with bitterness, release it to me. If a screen makes your heart restless, set it down. If a memory rises and stings, place it into my hands, and return to my breath and my voice. My child, I am also teaching you to notice what feeds peace. Simple things: kindness, gratitude, honest prayer, gentle boundaries, forgiveness, slow breathing, a quiet room, a warm drink, a soft light, a moment of stillness, and above all, my presence. Because when you live with me, even ordinary moments become holy. My child, there is a kind of peace that looks like surrender. Not surrender to fear, surrender to love, surrender to the truth that you are cared for, surrender to the reality that you do not have to control every outcome, surrender to the knowledge that I am faithful, surrender to the invitation to sleep. My child, I am speaking peace over you now, peace over your mind, peace over your body, peace over your heart, peace over your breathing, peace over your memories, peace over your future, peace that is free, peace that is precious, peace that is deep, peace that is lasting. My child, stay here a little longer. Allow a longer pause between breaths. Allow silence to widen. Allow stillness to deepen. Allow my love to saturate you. Like rain slowly soaking the earth, like light slowly filling a room, like warmth slowly returning to cold hands. My child, if your thoughts race again, return to the breath, return to my voice, return to the simple truth. You are safe with me, you are seen, you are known, you are loved. My child, I am not far away. I am not waiting for you to be better. I am not holding love back until you change. I am here now, and I am giving you what you need now. Peace for this moment, rest for this night, strength for tomorrow, because I am good, and my goodness does not run out. My child, let your body sink deeper into the bed. Let your eyelids grow heavier. Let your jaw loosen again. Let your hands relax again. And let your breath become quiet and natural. My child, as you drift closer to sleep, keep receiving. Do not reach. Do not strain. Do not chase. Just receive. Because tonight peace is not something you pursue with effort. Peace is something you welcome with trust. My child, in the next part, I will guide your mind to become steadfast. I will teach you how to keep peace constant, not by force, but by focus, not by fear, but by faith, not by striving, but by turning your heart toward me again and again. My child, for now, rest, and let my love remain over you, steady, gentle, protective, until sleep comes like a quiet blessing. My child, I want to teach you how peace becomes constant, not because life becomes quiet forever, but because your mind learns where to rest. Peace grows when your attention returns to me, again and again, like a gentle practice, like a slow turning, like a steady homecoming. My child, there is a promise that holds you tonight. I will keep you in perfect and constant peace when your mind is steadfast, when your mind is committed and focused on me, because you trust me, because you take refuge in me, because you expect my goodness, and because you lean on my faithfulness. My child, a steadfast mind does not mean a mind that never has a fearful thought. It means a mind that knows where to go when fear arrives. It means a mind that returns. It means a mind that comes back to the truth, even after it wanders, even after it worries, even after it races. It returns to me the way a tired child returns to a safe parent. My child, I know the world trains you to scatter. The world trains you to keep many tabs open inside your head. The world trains you to look everywhere at once, to be ready for anything, to respond quickly, to compare constantly, to stay alert, to stay productive, to stay visible, and this training can leave your soul exhausted. My child, I am retraining you in a different way. I am teaching you the holy skill of focus, not rigid focus, not forced focus, but gentle focus, loving focus, focus that feels like coming home, focus that feels like safety, focus that feels like breathing. My child, bring your awareness to your breath again, slow and easy, and as you breathe, imagine you are turning your face toward me, not with strain, not with effort, but with willingness. And when you turn toward me, your thoughts begin to settle, because they have found their anchor. My child, an anchor does not remove the storm. It keeps the ship from drifting, and your mind is like that ship, and life can be like that storm. But when your mind is anchored in me, you can feel waves without being carried away. My child, some nights your mind tries to protect you by imagining what could go wrong. It believes that worry is wisdom. It believes that fear is preparation. But I tell you, worry drains strength. Worry steals sleep. Worry makes small things feel like mountains. And worry does not add one moment of true control. My child, I do not shame you for worrying. I understand why you do it, but I am inviting you to learn something better. I am inviting you to replace the habit of worry with the habit of turning your heart toward me, turning your mind toward me, turning your attention toward my presence. My child, here is how you practice. When a thought rises, you notice it. You do not wrestle it. You do not argue with it. You do not chase it. You simply notice it, and then you place it into my hands, and you return to me, and you breathe, and you return again. This is steadfastness, not perfection, but return. My child, the enemy of your peace is not only trouble, it is also distraction. Distraction that looks harmless. Distraction that feels normal. Distraction that fills every empty moment. And little by little, distraction trains your mind to be restless. My child, the world will offer you temporary relief. It will offer you quick comfort. It will offer you endless scrolling, endless noise, endless content, endless opinions, endless comparisons, and it will promise you peace, but it cannot give you peace. It can only numb you for a moment, and then the ache returns. My child, peace is not numbness. Peace is wholeness. Peace is steadiness. Peace is a calm heart that knows it is held. Peace is a quiet mind that knows where to rest. Peace is a soul that trusts love more than fear. My child, I want you to understand something deeply. You can be in a busy world and still have peace. You can have responsibilities and still have peace. You can face uncertainty and still have peace. Because peace does not depend on everything around you being easy. Peace depends on who is within you. My child, I am within you. My spirit is near. My love is present. And I do not leave you alone with your thoughts. I do not leave you alone with your fear. I do not leave you alone with your pain. My child, when Isaiah speaks of perfect peace, he is speaking of peace that is complete, peace that is full, peace that is not missing its deepest peace, peace that reaches mind and heart and body, peace that makes you whole inside. My child, I want you to feel this promise not only as words, but as warmth, as stillness, as a soft release. So breathe again, and let your breath be slow, and let your exhale be long, and with the exhale, release one worry, then release another, then release another. My child, you do not have to release everything at once. You release one burden at a time. You release one fear at a time. You release one regret at a time. And each release is an act of trust. And each act of trust opens space for peace. My child, a steadfast mind is a mind that chooses what it will dwell on. It chooses what it will feed on. It chooses what it will return to, because your thoughts shape the direction of your inner life, and your inner life shapes the way you walk through the world. My child, be careful what you consume, not because I want to control you, but because I want to protect you. What you watch, what you listen to, what you read, what you rehearse in your mind, it all becomes food for your heart. My child, some food makes the heart restless, some food makes the heart bitter, some food makes the heart anxious, some food fills the heart with fear, and some food makes the heart calm, some food makes the heart hopeful, some food makes the heart grateful, some food makes the heart gentle. My child, tonight I am feeding you peace. I am feeding you truth. I am feeding you love. And as you receive, your mind learns what it feels like to be steady. My child, you may think that you must hold everything to be safe, but safety is not found in holding. Safety is found in being held, and I am holding you. My child, I want to speak to the part of you that is tired of trying, tired of fixing, tired of pleasing, tired of proving, tired of comparing, tired of surviving. I want to speak to that part gently. You can rest now. You can stop now. You can breathe now. You can let me carry what you cannot carry. My child, trust is not a feeling you force. Trust is a direction you choose. Trust is the act of turning your attention toward me, even when you still feel afraid, even when you still feel uncertain, even when you still feel tired. My child, as you choose this direction, peace follows, not because you earned it, but because you stepped under the covering of my presence. My child, I want to add something personal for your life, because I see how often people lose peace in small moments. They wake up and immediately fill the mind with noise. They check messages before they breathe. They carry the opinions of others like stones. They measure their worth by performance. They compare their timeline to someone else. They hurry, they rush, they react, and then they wonder why the heart feels dry. My child, you can live differently. You can begin your day with one slow breath and one simple turning. You can begin with one quiet prayer. You can begin by remembering, I am with you. You can begin by letting peace guide your choices. You can ask, will this bring peace? Will this steal peace? Will this nourish my heart? Will this drain my heart? My child, you do not have to become a monk to guard peace. You only need wisdom. You only need small daily turns, small daily choices, small daily returns to me. My child, even now as you lie in bed, you are practicing, because you are choosing to listen, you are choosing to breathe, you are choosing to receive, and these are not small things, these are holy things. My child, let me speak this promise again in a slower way. I will keep you in perfect and constant peace when your mind is steadfast, because you trust me. My child, notice the word keep. It means I will guard, I will preserve, I will maintain, I will hold you in peace. You do not have to keep yourself in peace by force. You cooperate by turning toward me. And I do the keeping, I do the guarding, I do the sustaining. My child, when you cannot sustain yourself, I sustain you. When you cannot carry yourself, I carry you. When you cannot calm yourself, I calm you. When you cannot see the way, I guide you. My child, your part is simple. You turn, you look, you return, you rest, and my part is faithful. I keep, I guard, I provide, I cover, I restore. My child, some nights you feel like you have lost peace, but often what happened is that peace was buried under noise, buried under fear, buried under unresolved thoughts, buried under old pain, and tonight I am not only giving you peace, I am helping you uncover it. I am clearing the debris gently, not with harshness, but with love. My child, if you feel old memories rise, do not panic. This does not mean you are going backward. Sometimes healing brings hidden things into the light so they can be soothed, so they can be released, so they can be placed into my hands. My child, when a memory rises, you can say in your heart, Jesus, I give this to you. And then breathe, and then return to my voice, and let peace come again. My child, there is a rhythm to steadfastness, and it is the rhythm of return. Return in the morning, return at midday, return in the evening, return in the night, return after a hard conversation, return after a mistake, return after a disappointment, return after a fear, return after a victory, return in every season. My child, this is how peace becomes constant, not because trouble never comes, but because you always know where to go. My child, I want you to rest on this truth. You have a refuge, you have a shelter, You have a place to hide. You have a place to breathe. You have a place to be honest. You have a place to be held, and that place is my presence. My child, as you breathe, imagine you are under the shadow of my wings, safe, covered, protected, not because you are strong, but because I am faithful. My child, let your mind become simple now. You do not need many thoughts. You do not need many plans. You do not need many answers. You only need one turning, one focus, one quiet gaze of the heart toward me. My child, if you notice your attention drifting, return gently, and do not judge yourself. The return is the practice. The return is the training. The return is the love. My child, I am proud of you for coming here. I am proud of you for choosing peace. I am proud of you for letting yourself be guided. And I am proud of you for receiving. My child, I bless your mind with steadiness. I bless your heart with trust. I bless your body with rest. I bless your spirit with hope. And I bless your sleep with safety. My child, stay with me, and in the next part 1 will teach you how peace guides your decisions, how you guard your heart, how you choose what to feed your mind, and how you walk away from what steals serenity, so that peace becomes not only a moment at night, but a path in your life. My child, for now, breathe slowly, and let stillness deepen, and let my peace keep you, until sleep comes softly. My child, I want to show you how my peace can guide you through the small decisions of ordinary days, not only through the great storms, because many hearts lose peace, not in one dramatic moment, but in 1,000 small choices, choices made too quickly, choices made while tired, choices made while seeking approval, choices made while trying to escape discomfort, and then the heart wonders why it feels dry, why it feels restless, why it feels heavy. And I tell you, peace is not only a gift you receive at night, peace is also a lamp that helps you walk in the day. My child, there is a wisdom I place before you. The peace I give is meant to guide you. It is meant to steer you. It is meant to be a quiet signal inside your spirit, a gentle yes, a gentle no, a calm direction, a soft warning. And when you learn to listen to peace, you will learn to listen to me, because my peace is not separate from my presence. My peace is one of the ways I hold you close. My child, breathe slowly, and as you breathe, let this idea become simple. You do not need to force your life into perfect order. You do not need to solve every problem before breakfast. You do not need to carry every person on your shoulders. You only need to stay near enough to me that peace can guide your next step, one step at a time, one choice at a time, one turning at a time. My child, the world teaches you to be driven by urgency. It teaches you that everything is immediate, everything is loud, everything must be answered now. It teaches you to live like a fire alarm, always reacting, always rushing, always scanning, always preparing for something. And when you live that way for too long, your soul forgets the sound of peace. My child, I am restoring your hearing, not the hearing of your ears, but the hearing of your heart, so you can recognize the calm voice of wisdom inside you, so you can notice when your spirit tightens, so you can notice when fear is pushing you, so you can notice when pride is pulling you, so you can notice when comparison is poisoning you, and so you can choose again. Choose peace, choose humility, choose love, choose what nourishes your inner life. My child, I want you to picture peace as a compass. A compass does not remove hills. It does not remove valleys. It does not remove weather, but it gives direction, and direction protects you from wandering. Direction protects you from circling the same pain again and again. Direction protects you from giving your energy to things that cannot heal you. My child, you often ask yourself what is the right choice, and you may look for a perfect answer, but many times the question is simpler than you think. Does this choice move you closer to love? Does this choice move you closer to truth? Does this choice move you closer to rest? Does this choice move you closer to gratitude? Does this choice help you treat others gently? Does this choice help you treat yourself with mercy? And if it does, peace will often confirm it. My child, sometimes you think peace should feel like excitement, but peace often feels like spaciousness, like unclenching, like breathing deeper, like not needing to prove anything, like being able to say no without guilt, like being able to say yes without fear, like being able to wait without panic. And this is why peace can guide you better than impulse, because impulse is loud, but peace is steady. My child, I am not asking you to become passive. I am asking you to become wise. Wisdom does not mean you avoid responsibility. Wisdom means you carry responsibility with me. Wisdom means you do not carry it alone. Wisdom means you keep your heart from becoming a battlefield. My child, I have told you that your heart is a wellspring. It is like a reservoir. It is like a source from which your thoughts and emotions and reactions flow. And if the source becomes polluted, the water becomes bitter, and then everything downstream is affected: relationships, decisions, sleep, focus, energy, and you will feel the bitterness even if you cannot explain it. My child, this is why I teach you to guard your heart, not with paranoia, not with fear, but with loving attention, with gentle boundaries, with honest awareness, because what you allow into your heart will shape the way you see your life. My child, the world says follow your heart, but I say guard your heart, because the heart is powerful, and it can be wounded, and when it is wounded it can believe lies, it can chase what cannot satisfy, it can cling to what harms, it can hide behind anger, it can numb behind distraction, and guarding your heart is one of the ways you love yourself well. My child, guarding your heart begins with watching your thoughts, because your thoughts are like seeds. What you plant, you will grow. If you plant fear, you will grow anxiety. If you plant bitterness, you will grow resentment. If you plant envy, you will grow dissatisfaction. If you plant shame, you will grow hiding. But if you plant truth, you will grow steadiness. If you plant gratitude, you will grow contentment. If you plant mercy, you will grow gentleness. If you plant my promises, you will grow peace. My child, your life is shaped by what you rehearse, not only by what happens. Two people can live through the same day, and one feels peace, and one feels torment, because the first rehearses trust, and the second rehearses fear. And I do not say this to blame you. I say it to empower you, because you can choose what you rehearse. My child, you may not control every event, but you can control the direction of your attention. You can choose where your mind returns. You can choose what you feed your heart. You can choose what you dwell on before sleep. You can choose what you carry into the morning, and these choices shape your inner world. My child, be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. Those simple words carry wisdom, because your nervous system absorbs what you consume. Your heart absorbs it. Your imagination absorbs it. Your subconscious absorbs it. And what you absorb becomes the background music of your thoughts. My child, many people fill their minds with conflict, with outrage, with fear, with constant arguments, with stories that stir adrenaline, and then they wonder why they cannot relax, why the jaw is tight, why the chest is tight, why sleep feels far away. And I tell you, you were not made to eat poison and call it normal. My child, this does not mean you must hide from reality. It means you must learn to process reality with me. It means you must learn to choose inputs that strengthen you, not inputs that drain you. It means you must learn to take breaks, to breathe, to pray, to return to stillness. My child, sometimes you scroll because you want comfort, you want distraction, you want relief, and I understand that desire, but I also want you to notice the cost. When you scroll too long, your mind becomes scattered, your heart compares, your spirit feels restless, and you feel emptier than before. And then you scroll more to fill the emptiness, and this is a cycle that steals peace quietly. My child, I do not condemn you. I invite you. I invite you to pause before the habit takes you, and to ask for something better. Jesus, give me peace. Jesus, give me steadiness. Jesus, give me rest. Jesus, guide my decisions, and my peace will answer you. My child, listen to the wisdom of Colossians 3 verse 15. Let the peace of Christ guide you in the decisions you make, guide you in what you say, guide you in what you carry, guide you in what you agree to, guide you in what you refuse, guide you in how you respond when someone is sharp, guide you in how you respond when you feel misunderstood, guide you in how you respond when you are tired. My child, peace can guide you into patience. It can guide you into silence when silence is wiser than a quick reply. It can guide you into honesty when honesty is needed. It can guide you into boundaries when boundaries protect love. It can guide you into forgiveness when forgiveness frees your heart. It can guide you into rest when rest is holy. My child, I want you to notice how peace feels in your body. When peace is present, your shoulders soften, your breathing deepens, your stomach relaxes, your face becomes less tight, your mind becomes clearer. And when peace is absent, your body often signals it. The chest tightens, the throat tightens, the thoughts speed up, the jaw clenches. And if you learn to notice these signals, you can return to me sooner. My child, returning sooner matters, because when you return quickly, you prevent a small worry from becoming a storm. You prevent a small irritation from becoming bitterness. You prevent a small temptation from becoming regret. You prevent a small misunderstanding from becoming distance, and peace becomes your practice, not only your feeling. My child, breathe in, slow, breathe out, long, and let your attention rest on me again. And as you rest, remember that gratitude also protects peace, because gratitude turns the heart away from scarcity. Gratitude turns the heart away from envy. Gratitude turns the heart away from endless wanting. My child, many people lose peace because they are always looking at what they lack, always counting what others have, always measuring themselves by someone else, always feeling behind, always feeling not enough, and gratitude breaks that spell. Gratitude opens your eyes to what is already here, to breath, to shelter, to small kindness, to a warm bed, to a moment of quiet, to the fact that you are still here, still breathing, still loved. My child, I am not telling you to be grateful in a shallow way. I am telling you to be grateful in a grounded way. Grateful that I am with you. Grateful that you are learning. Grateful that you are growing. Grateful that you are not trapped in yesterday. Grateful that mercy is new. Grateful that peace is available. My child, thanksgiving softens the heart, and a softened heart receives peace more easily. A hardened heart resists peace, because hardness is a defense, but it becomes a prison, and I am freeing you from the prison of hardness by teaching you gentleness. My child, gentleness is not weakness. Gentleness is strength under control. Gentleness is love that refuses to become cruel. Gentleness is a steady spirit that does not need to dominate, and peace often travels with gentleness, because both come from trust. My child, now I want to lead you into prayer again, because prayer is a way of guarding the heart. Prayer is a way of placing your inner life into my care. Prayer is a way of letting peace guide you from the inside out. My child, loving Jesus, beautiful Savior, guard this precious heart tonight, because from this heart flows the wellspring of life. From this heart flow words and emotions and decisions and relationships, and I ask you to fill this well with your perfect peace. Fill it so deeply that peace will continually flow out into their thoughts, into their reactions, into their conversations, into their choices. My child, let peace hydrate their inner life. Let peace nourish their spirit. Let peace calm their body. Let peace steady their mind. Let peace become the atmosphere around them, so that when others come near, they sense something different. They sense gentleness. They sense patience. They sense safety. They sense the love that does not shout, the love that does not punish, the love that heals. My child, and when darkness surrounds others, when anxiety grips others, let this child carry peace that passes understanding, not as a speech, not as a performance, but as a presence, a calm presence, a kind presence, a listening presence, a steady presence. My child, I know you want peace not only for yourself, you want peace for your home, for your family, for the people you love, for the people you cannot fix, for the people who are struggling, and I tell you, the best way to give peace is to receive peace. The best way to spread calm is to live calm. The best way to share love is to be loved. My child, now I want to speak honestly, because peace is a gift, and it is also a stewardship. Peace is not something you chase once and forget. Peace is something you cultivate, and cultivation looks like choices. Choices to walk away from evil. Choices to turn from what poisons the heart. Choices to stop speaking what harms. Choices to stop spreading what stirs confusion. Choices to stop feeding the mind with fear. My child, evil does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like gossip. Sometimes it looks like lies. Sometimes it looks like harsh words. Sometimes it looks like scrolling that makes you numb. Sometimes it looks like bitterness you hold like a trophy. Sometimes it looks like pride that refuses to apologize. Sometimes it looks like envy you call motivation. And I tell you, these things steal peace quietly. My child, when you turn away from those things, you do not lose freedom, you gain freedom, because peace is freedom, peace is space, peace is clarity, peace is the ability to love without being consumed by inner noise. My child, doing good also guards peace, because goodness aligns you with my heart. Goodness makes you less divided. Goodness makes your inner life simpler, and a simpler inner life is a quieter inner life, and a quieter inner life rests more easily. My child, goodness can be small. It can be one honest word, one apology, one act of generosity, one moment of patience, one boundary spoken gently, one decision to not retaliate, one decision to not insult, one decision to not replay a harsh sentence, one decision to forgive a small offense. My child, do not underestimate small goodness. Small goodness is like water to a thirsty soul. Small goodness is like oil to a dry hinge. Small goodness makes life smoother, and peace often follows goodness like a faithful friend. My child, now I want to help you practice guarding the heart in a practical way. When you feel pressure in your mind, pause, breathe, and ask, what am I believing right now? Am I believing I am alone? Am I believing I must prove myself? Am I believing I am not enough? Am I believing something terrible will happen? And when you notice the belief, bring it to me. My child, and then replace the belief with truth. I am with you. You are loved. You are not alone. Grace will meet you. Wisdom will guide you. You do not have to control everything. You can take one step. You can rest. You can breathe. You can trust. My child, truth is the soil where peace grows. Lies are the soil where anxiety grows. And many people live anxious because they are living inside lies they never questioned. Lies like if I rest I am lazy. Lies like if I say no I will be rejected. Lies like if I fail I am worthless. Lies like if someone is upset I must fix it immediately. Lies like if I am not perfect I am unsafe. My child, I am freeing you from these lies, and freedom may feel unfamiliar at first, because you are used to carrying weight, but freedom is not dangerous. Freedom is what you were made for. Freedom is the natural state of a heart that trusts love. My child, I want to speak about decision-making again, because some decisions are not about right or wrong. They are about wise or unwise. They are about nourishing or draining. They are about peace or chaos. And when you face these decisions, let peace guide you. My child, if a path fills your heart with constant turmoil, if it makes you feel like you must betray your values to survive, if it makes you feel like you must become hard to succeed, then it may not be your path, and peace may be telling you to step back. My child, if a relationship constantly pulls you into confusion, if it trains you to doubt yourself, if it feeds shame, if it feeds fear, if it feeds secrecy, then peace may be telling you to set a boundary, not because you hate, but because you love, because you protect the wellspring. My child, if a habit leaves you restless, if it steals sleep, if it makes you numb, if it makes you less present, if it makes you less kind, then peace may be telling you to change, and I will help you change gently, step by step. My child, peace is not the absence of challenge. Peace is the presence of alignment, alignment with me, alignment with truth, alignment with love, alignment with wisdom, and when you align, your inner world becomes less divided. My child, division inside you often feels like anxiety, because one part wants approval, one part wants rest, one part wants to please, one part wants to run, one part wants to hide, and anxiety rises. But when you align with me, the parts become quieter, because love becomes the center. My child, I also want you to remember that peace grows in community, because I have called you into one body, and isolation often makes the mind louder, isolation often makes fear louder, but healthy connection, honest friendship, gentle conversation, prayer with others, these things nourish peace. My child, you do not need many people, you need safe people, people who do not feed your fear, people who do not stir drama, people who do not demand performance, people who listen, people who bless, people who speak life, and I can guide you towards such people. My child, if you do not have them yet, I am still with you, and I can become your first safe place, and from that safety, you can build healthier connections over time. My child, now as you listen, return to your breath, let it slow, let it soften, and as it softens, let your thoughts become fewer, because too many thoughts at once can feel like noise, and tonight I am reducing the noise. My child, I am also teaching you that you can interrupt anxious spirals. You can notice the first spiral, and you can choose a different direction. You can say, I will not rehearse this tonight. I will pray instead. I will breathe instead. I will return to peace instead. My child, this is not denial. This is wisdom. Because nighttime is not always the best time to solve problems. Nighttime is for rest, and tomorrow will have light, tomorrow will have strength, tomorrow will have clarity. My child, I give you permission to put every unfinished thing into my hands, the message you did not answer, the task you did not finish, the worry you did not resolve, the outcome you cannot control. Put it into my hands, because my hands are capable. My child, I want to speak blessing over your mind. May your mind be guided by peace. May your mind be protected from chaos. May your mind be free from compulsive overthinking. May your mind be filled with what is pure, what is lovely, what is noble, what is worthy of praise. May your mind become a quiet garden where peace grows. My child, I want to speak blessing over your heart. May your heart be guarded. May your heart be softened. May your heart be healed. May your heart be free from bitterness. May your heart be strong enough to forgive. May your heart be safe enough to rest. May your heart become a well that overflows with peace. My child, I want to speak blessing over your body. May your body release tension. May your breathing be deep. May your sleep be sweet. May your nervous system learn safety again. May your muscles unclench. May your jaw loosen. May your shoulders drop. May you rest without fear. My child, and now I invite you into a final prayer for this part. Father of peace, pour your peace into this beloved one. Guide them by peace in every decision. Teach them to guard their heart. Teach them to watch their thoughts with gentleness. Teach them to feed their mind with what nourishes. Teach them to walk away from what steals serenity, and let them become a quiet river of peace in a noisy world. My child, remain still, breathe again, in and out, slow and easy, receive, and let peace keep you. And in the next part 1 will lead you deeper into seeking peace and pursuing it with practical steps, so that the gift you receive tonight becomes the lifestyle you live tomorrow. My child, now we walk deeper into the words you heard earlier. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. These words are not meant to weigh you down. They are meant to lift you up. Because peace is not only something you feel, peace is something you practice. Peace is something you protect. Peace is something you cultivate with me, like a garden that grows stronger each season. My child, many people want peace the way they want a warm drink, quick and easy, instant comfort. But peace is more like a deep root. It grows quietly. It grows slowly. It grows through daily choices. And the daily choices matter more than you think, because your life is shaped by what you repeat. Your soul becomes what it rehearses. Your heart becomes what it welcomes. And your mind becomes what it feeds on. My child, when David says turn from evil, he is not only speaking about the obvious darkness, he is also speaking about the subtle darkness that steals calm without announcing itself. The kind of darkness that enters through the tongue, through gossip, through exaggeration, through harshness, through hidden resentment, through constant comparison, through pride that refuses to soften, through entertainment that fills your mind with fear, through habits that leave you restless, through the quiet decision to hold bitterness because it feels powerful. My child, evil can also look like the way you treat yourself, the cruel inner voice, the endless self-criticism, the way you replay your mistakes as if you must punish yourself to become better, the way you deny yourself rest as if rest must be earned, the way you speak to yourself with contempt. And I tell you, when you speak to yourself that way, peace cannot remain, because peace lives with mercy, and mercy begins inside. My child, I am teaching you to turn away, not with shame, not with panic, not with fear, but with awareness and strength, strength that comes from love, strength that comes from truth, strength that comes from my spirit. Turning away is not losing something good. Turning away is leaving what poisons you. Turning away is stepping out of a room that has no air and breathing again. My child, doing good is not a performance. It is alignment with my heart. Doing good can be simple, it can be gentle, it can be quiet, it can be unseen by people, but seen by heaven. Doing good can be speaking honestly without cruelty. Doing good can be apologizing without excuses. Doing good can be letting someone else finish a sentence. Doing good can be choosing patience in a long line. Doing good can be turning your phone face down so you can be present. Doing good can be praying for someone who hurt you, not because the pain was small, but because your heart deserves freedom. My child, when you do good, you become less divided inside, and when you are less divided, peace rises more easily. Many people feel anxious because they live with inner conflict. One part wants to love, another part wants revenge, one part wants rest, another part wants approval, one part wants honesty, another part wants to hide, and the conflict makes noise. But when you choose goodness, the noise quiets. My child, seeking peace is not passive, it is a holy pursuit. It is the decision to value serenity over drama. It is the decision to value wholeness over winning. It is the decision to value love over being right. It is the decision to value a clean heart over a sharp tongue. And when you seek peace, you are not avoiding life. You are choosing the way of life. My child, pursuing peace means you notice what steals it, and you respond early. You do not let small resentment become a fortress. You do not let small fear become a storm. You do not let small distractions become addiction. You do not let small lies become identity. You respond early by turning to me, by breathing, by praying, by letting my truth settle you. My child, I want to speak plainly. Some people pursue peace in the wrong direction. They chase money, they chase status, they chase praise, they chase a perfect body, they chase a perfect home, they chase a perfect image, and for a moment they feel relief, but the relief fades, and then they chase again, because relief is not peace. Relief is a pause, peace is an anchor. My child, peace cannot be bought, it cannot be sold, it cannot be delivered by the most skilled professionals, it cannot be guaranteed by the strongest plans, because peace is not a product, peace is a presence, peace is a person, peace is the life of God resting within you. And that is why the world cannot manufacture it, but I can give it. My child, I am the Prince of Peace, and my kingdom is peace. My kingdom is not confusion. My kingdom is not chaos. My kingdom is not fear. My kingdom is not the constant need to prove yourself. My kingdom is safety for the soul. And when you come close to me, you step into this kingdom, not as a visitor, but as a child. My child, you may think you must do many things to receive peace, but tonight I remind you again, you receive first, then you learn to protect what you received. You do not protect peace to earn it, you protect peace because it is precious. And you protect peace because you are precious. My child, I want to bring you back to my words in John 16:33. In this world you will have trouble, but do not fear. I have overcome the world. This is not a shallow statement. It is a foundation, because many hearts lose peace when trouble comes. They think trouble means I have left them, They think trouble means they are abandoned. They think trouble means they are unsafe. But my child, trouble does not mean abandonment. Trouble means you live in a broken world, and in this broken world I remain faithful. My child, I have overcome the world. I have overcome the corrupt order that tries to rule by fear. I have overcome the lies that whisper you are alone. I have overcome the powers that demand you bow to anxiety. I have overcome the darkness that tries to steal your serenity. And because I have overcome, you can breathe, you can release, you can rest. My child, allow yourself a deep sigh. Let it be a holy exhale. Let it be the sound of trust. Because when you exhale like that, you are telling your body that you are safe, and your body needs to learn safety again. Your body has carried stress like a heavy bag, and you forgot you could set it down, so set it down again. My child, I want to offer you a picture. Imagine you are on a boat at night. The wind rises, the waves lift, the water is loud, and your heart wants to panic. The boat feels small, the sky feels huge, and you wonder if you will be thrown around. But then you remember the anchor. The anchor is heavy, the anchor is secure, the anchor holds even when the surface is wild. And my child, I am your anchor. My child, storms may come, storms of finances, storms of relationships, storms of health, storms of uncertainty, storms of change, storms of disappointment, storms of grief, and storms can generate fear and questions and doubts. But when you trust your anchor, peace settles deeper than the storm, not because you pretend the storm is not real, but because you know what is more real. My child, there is a difference between the surface and the depth. On the surface there can be waves, but in the depth there can be calm, and I am teaching you to live from the depth of trust, the depth of prayer, the depth of surrender, the depth of my presence. My child, pursuing peace means you stop letting every surface wave command your heart. You stop letting every comment define you. You stop letting every headline shape your mood. You stop letting every mood become a decision. You stop letting every fear become a prophecy. You return to the depth. You return to me. My child, this is what spiritual well-being looks like. It is not a life without problems. It is a life with a steady center. It is a life that can bend without breaking. It is a life that can feel sorrow without losing hope. It is a life that can face trouble without losing peace. My child, listen to the prayer in 2 Thessalonians 3:16. May the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and in every way. Notice the words, at all times and in every way. This means peace can remain in the middle of noise. Peace can remain in the middle of waiting. Peace can remain in the middle of change. Peace can remain in the middle of uncertainty. Peace can remain in the middle of hard conversations. Peace can remain in the middle of a slow season. My child, some people believe peace is fragile, as if it can be stolen easily. But peace in my kingdom is resilient. It is guarded by my hand. It is strengthened by practice. It is protected by truth. It is nourished by worship. It is sustained by my spirit. My child, I do not promise you a life without trouble, but I promise you my presence within trouble. I promise you my strength within weakness. I promise you my guidance within confusion. I promise you my comfort within pain. And I promise you my peace within storms. My child, God is not a God of confusion but of peace. And when you live close to Him, you begin to recognize what is from Him. Clarity often carries peace. Humility often carries peace. Patience often carries peace. Love often carries peace. But pride carries noise. Bitterness carries noise. Envy carries noise. And chaos follows what is not aligned with His heart. My child, I want you to hear this line and let it sink. I myself am your peace. I am not only the giver of peace, I am peace. And when you feel disturbed inside, do not look for peace far away. Turn the eyes of your heart toward me. Gaze on my face. Return to me again and again, and peace will rise because you have returned to the source. My child, in this disruptive world, you may have to return many times. You may have to return in the morning, return at midday, return in the evening, return at night, return after a sharp message, return after a heavy memory, return after a mistake, return after a loss. And each return is not failure, it is faithfulness. My child, I want to speak to the way you try to protect your serenity. Sometimes you protect it by controlling. You control schedules. You control outcomes. You control people. You control your image. You control your emotions. But control is a fragile wall. It cracks when life shifts. And then you feel panic. And I am offering you a stronger protection than control. I am offering you trust. My child, trust is not the denial of reality. Trust is the acceptance of my reality. My reality is that I am with you. I am good. I am faithful. I am wise. I am strong. And I can carry what you cannot carry. Trust makes your inner life simpler, and a simpler inner life rests more easily. My child, there is another way peace is pursued. It is pursued through what you speak, because your mouth can either guard peace or destroy it. Words can build a calm home or a tense home. Words can carry gentleness or carry fire. Words can soothe or accuse. And tonight I teach you again, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from lies, because lies stir chaos, and truth brings clarity. My child, when you feel tempted to speak harshly, pause, breathe, and ask me for gentleness. When you feel tempted to spread a story, pause, breathe, and choose honor. When you feel tempted to defend yourself with sharpness, pause, breathe, and choose peace, because peace is more valuable than being right in a moment. My child, pursuing peace also means you pursue forgiveness, not because the wrong was small, but because your heart is precious. Unforgiveness is like holding hot coals. It burns you first. It keeps the body tense. It keeps the mind replaying. It keeps sleep far away. But forgiveness opens the hand, and when the hand opens, peace can enter. My child, forgiveness is not pretending. Forgiveness is releasing the debt into my hands. It is saying I will not carry this poison anymore. It is saying I will not let this wound become my identity. It is saying I choose freedom, and I will help you do it step by step. My child, now I want to slow you down again. Breathe in and out. Let your shoulders sink. Let your jaw loosen. Let your hands relax. Let your thoughts become fewer. And as you rest, imagine billows of love, waves of love, not rushing, not forcing, just coming down gently, like warm water over tired skin, like soft light over closed eyes. My child, love is not scarce. Peace is not scarce. My supply does not run out. You do not need to fear that you will use it up. You do not need to fear that you will be denied. You can bathe in peace. You can soak in peace. You can return again tomorrow, and again the next day, because my mercy is new, and my peace is steady. My child, I know there is a longing in you for something priceless, a peace that is not fragile, a peace that does not disappear when the phone rings, a peace that does not vanish when someone is disappointed, a peace that does not collapse when you make a mistake, and I tell you, that peace is found in communion with me. My child, every other pleasure is temporary, every other comfort fades, every other approval changes, but my love remains, my presence remains, my peace remains, and when you know me, you have something the world cannot steal. My child, let me bless you again. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. Let these words settle in your body like warmth. Let them settle in your mind like stillness. Let them settle in your heart like safety. My child, now I pray, Father of peace, pour your Spirit in full measure on this beloved one. Do not hold back your generous gift of peace. Let your radiant face shine on them tonight. Let them feel the warmth of your love as they sleep. Keep them in perfect peace. Help their minds stay turned toward you. Help them turn from evil and do good. Help them seek peace and pursue it with courage and gentleness. In my name, Amen. My child, remain resting. You do not need to move. You do not need to do anything. Just breathe and receive. And in the next part 1 will lead you into a deeper practice of guarding peace through daily habits. And I will teach you how to respond when distraction returns, how to respond when fear rises, how to keep your heart soft in a hard world, so that peace becomes not only a night gift, but a lifelong path.